A bill titled Federal Electric Vehicle Mandate Prohibition Act was introduced by New York Representative Claudia Tenney on August 9, 2024. This bill starts by stating that the choice of a consumer is essential in running the automotive market effectively. When the government creates mandates and subsidizations, which means the government pays part of the bill in order for someone to buy, make, or sell something, the market overall as well as each individual consumer pays the price and is worse off overall. These mandates and subsidizations not only make the market worse overall, it stops the advancement of technology to make it more effective, efficient, economic, and environmentally friendly. The mandates take away from the prosperity a free market creates and makes the American people pay the price for it. This bill aims to prevent governments at all levels from stopping the sales of gas-powered vehicles for the sole reason that they use a certain type of fuel to operate, including by the following means. Requiring by any means the production and purchase of electric vehicles specifically. Requiring a certain number or percentage of government vehicles being purchased to be electric vehicles, specifically citing school buses and police vehicles, this not being all-inclusive. Imposing a fine for not selling enough electric vehicles. If a state, or local government within a state, the Secretary of Transportation will withhold 10% of the highway, roadway, and motor vehicle department money that was intended for that whole state for the entire next fiscal year. Once a year after this bill passes, the Comptroller General will perform a study and report to Congress about compliance with this bill. State means all of the 50 United States, D.C., Commonwealths, territories, and possessions of the United States, and all recognized Native American tribes. As I have stated before, I try to make it a general rule not to get personally invested in these videos and laws past the point of wanting to spread knowledge and useful information to people who don't, while making it easy and to understand so the average American is able to make smart, informed decisions about our nation. If you have watched many of my previous videos about current bills being introduced into Congress, you will know that I have a strong affection for economic impacts that bills will have if they are passed. This is because economics, whether you believe so or not, is vital to everything in our lives from science and technology development and study to the education of our children and adults to the very way we interact with each other as individuals. If you are interested, I would like to make videos that discuss more in-depth concepts of economics and the way it weaves into our lives. Back to the point, this bill, and bills like it, are vital to the continuation of our economy and markets in general. Any time the government spends money, it creates an inflation reaction. Inflation is not bad, but artificial inflation will degenerate our economy as we see now and so many times in the past. The 2008 global financial crisis, where the housing market bubbled to great heights then rapidly crashed leaving millions near destitute in the United States alone and hundreds of thousands of more around the rest of the globe, was caused by heavy amounts of government intervention through direct subsidization and the imposing of laws requiring mortgages backed by nothing to people that would normally not be allowed loans because they are not reliable, all in the name initiatives like diversity and inclusion, altruistic ideals, and underhanded deals by, what I like to call, takers of society. What we see here is the same thing, now under the guise of doing things that are better for the environment by promoting the production and sale of electric vehicles. When a company is subsidized in order to make the products they make more affordable for the public, it does three things that destroy an economy. First, it stops the company from needing to innovate and make their products better or more cost-effective since they will make sales no matter what. This is the prevention of technological innovation that the bill spoke of in the second image. Second, it makes the other products on the market less competitive, forcing them to either raise prices or cut supply, which also ends up raising the prices through other economic effects. These companies that have to compete with a company that has the Bank of the United States government behind it will almost always fail. However, thanks to antitrust laws, these failing companies will also likely be subsidized in order to prevent a monopoly in other market failures, therefore creating a vicious cycle that rapidly deteriorates an economy. Third, the goods and services that go into making the original product that is being subsidized will increase in price for the simple fact that the government will be covering a good portion of the operating cost the company has to pay, including materials and services. This price increase will force other companies that use those same goods and services to pay more in order for them to remain a priority for those limited resources. These increased prices will cause the other companies to increase their prices to keep up their costs and stay in business. These initiatives cause increasing and everlasting damage to an economy while rarely if ever making an impact to the original purpose they were set out to address. I personally applaud Representative Tenney and would implore anyone watching or listening to this to support bills like this when you see them.